Brian Armbrustmacher, and this is another Tuesday Tidbit presented by the Regroup Advisors. So I've talked a lot on previous podcasts about the importance of authentic content, whether it be video or audio content. In this new age technology, it is the most crucial way to communicate with your customers. So I'm not going to rehash all those things. You can go in the previous podcast feed and pull those up. But what I want to focus on is the best way to get that content out. And in my mind, I think the best format is a podcast. I think every business should have a podcast, whether it's multiple episodes a month or just maybe even one episode a month. I think it's the best way to get this done. So it's going to be a couple of different episodes where I kind of lay out how you go about doing that. I think every business I talk to is very interested in it, something that they've wanted to do, but they're intimidated by the process and they don't know where to start. So that's what my goal is here with these next couple of podcasts. So let's start out with just choosing the name for your podcast. So you're going to want to come up with something that really captures the look and feel of your business and the feel of what your content's going to be all about. So if you think about our podcast, Business Plain and Simple, we take something that's very confusing and has multiple layers to it and running a business and just try to simplify it for you in smaller tidbits. So that name really fit well with what we were trying to do. So really take some time to think about what you're going to be talking about in your podcast and that the name captures it really well. And you'll also want to search. You can search all the different podcast platforms, Google, multiple different places, just to make sure nobody else has the name. Most podcast names are not copyrighted or trademarked, but you do want to make sure of that. And the one safe way to do it is if you have your business name in there or your personal name in there, then you're pretty safe that nobody else has that exact name of podcast. So once the name is established, the next step is to get a logo. And that's another thing that's intimidating. A lot of people aren't artistic and don't know where to start with a logo. Well, there's many websites that for free, you can create a logo that will look just fine. Or if you have a Canva subscription or you want to subscribe to Canva for about $120 a year, they have multiple templates of logos on there. You can go on there and tweak it and make it look just the way you want it to look. And when it all comes out, it looks like you're an artistic genius, basically based on Canvas templates that they have out there. So the next thing is, what do you want your podcast to sound like? So you get to pick out the music for both the beginning and end of each episode, just so you always have that kind of same sound tone to it. So the place I like to go to get music is Pixabay. They have endless amounts of free music on there. You should be able to find something that kind of fits the vibe of what you want your podcast to sound like. And then you've got that. And then you want to make sure also to download the license for the music, because sometimes if you upload it to YouTube or other places, there might be a copyright claim. So you just have to prove that you have the rights to the music. So great free option there with music. And music does make a little bit of a difference just on the way, kind of how your podcast sounds. So that's basically the first steps here. Get your name, get your logo, get your music picked out. So you've got the look and feel down for your podcast. Then we can start talking about content. But there's step one for you, and I look forward to bringing you other steps to get your podcast to launch here. But for now, that's been another Tuesday Tidbit, and we look forward to talking to you soon.
If you've enjoyed this episode of Business Plain and Simple Tuesday Tidbits by Regroup Advisors and don't want to miss future topics, well, like and follow us wherever you get your podcast. Interested in learning how Regroup Advisors can help your company? Contact us at info@regroupadvisors.com or online at regroupadvisors.com.